June is National Athletic Therapy Month, and with athletic therapists knowing a thing or two about injuries to muscles, ligaments, tendons, bones, I'm going to try my best to help you figure out whether you've got a sprain or a strain. So a sprain refers to ligaments, and those are structures that are, imagine they're like little bungee cords, and they jump from one bone to the other, and they connect them together. So they kind of hold things in place. Versus a strain, which is referring to muscles. And so those are your big muscles where all your power and force is coming from. So as you can see, my very big muscle there. So when a strain occurs, you're basically, the muscles experiencing physiologically, there's stretching, tearing, or ripping occurring. It could even happen to structures, nearby structures such as fascia, or even the muscle tendons. A first-degree strain occurs when the muscle gets stretched. And so you're going to probably have some tenderness and some pain, maybe some pain when you do move that joint, but otherwise your functionality should still be there. You should still be able to move, but it may not be the greatest. When you have a secondary, or when you have a grade 2 strain, that means you've got more damage to the structure. So you've basically got more muscle fibers that are torn. You're going to have some discoloration from the muscle bleeding. You're going to notice that if you were to contract that muscle group, that it's going to be painful. You might even notice that there's a depression or a divot that can be seen or felt in the muscle right where the structure was torn or damaged. And so that's definitely not good. When you have a third-degree strain, basically you've ruptured that structure. It is done. And you might notice if you did it in your biceps that you kind of look like Bugs Bunny, where he has that, when he goes to flex and all of a sudden, bloop, you've got that little bump. That just means that the structure has let go from where it's been anchored. So there's going to be discoloration, there's going to be bruising, there's going to be swelling, it's going to be painful to move, especially initially. But then it's going to settle down a bit when the nerve fibers have basically been severed. And they're no longer connecting, so you can't, the signals are being sent to your brain, so you can't experience it. So that's when it's really bad, is if you had a lot of pain and then it all of a sudden, nothing. That means there's no signals, and that's bad news bears, okay? When it comes to sprains, a first-degree sprain means that you're gonna have some pain, you're gonna have minimal loss of function, probably some swelling and tenderness, but you'll be able to have that functionality. When you have a second-degree sprain, that means you've damaged more of the structure, there's more micro-tearing occurring. And you're going to notice a decreased range of motion, you're going to have a lot more swelling, bruising is going to more than likely be visible depending on how traumatic the injury was and the force that was applied to it. When you have a, and you're also going to experience some instability. When you have a third-degree sprain, that means you've you've damaged that structure, it's done, it's ruptured. And you have complete instability. That joint is no longer held together. So I hope you guys learned a thing or two about strains and sprains, and if you do have any questions or not certain about an injury, definitely go and see your medical professional to make sure that they can help you out with that. Thanks again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!